Hello and welcome! Today, we're diving headfirst into the super delicious world of Japanese food trends. We're talking about everything from viral sweets to amazing regional dishes. Basically, we're going to find out what has everyone talking, tasting, and, of course, posting online. So let's get started. Japan's food scene is always buzzing with something new, right? From crazy convenience store creations to some pretty surprising winter treats. So the big question is, what's actually on the menu across the country right now? Well, let's find out.
Okay, first up, we've got to talk about an absolute sensation, chocolate. Of course, chocolate is always huge around Valentine's Day, but this year, the obsession is on a completely different level. It's spanning the whole spectrum, from super-duper luxury all the way to your everyday treats.
So on the really high end, you've got these massive events like the Hankyu Chocolate Expo, where luxury brands like Morozov are showing off these exclusive, incredible creations. But what's really cool is that even centuries-old traditional sweet makers like Toraya are getting in on it. They've come out with modern twists like the Yokon Au Chocolat, which is this wild blend of traditional sweet bean jelly in rich chocolate. So interesting.
But, as exciting as all that is, the one thing that's really got everyone buzzing isn't from some fancy department store. Nope, it's a convenience store exclusive that takes a snack everyone loves and just turns it up to 11.
400%. Seriously, that's how much extra cream latte has packed into its brand new raw Choco Pie. It's the most cream they've ever put in the snack's history, which makes for this unbelievably fluffy, decadent texture. And yeah, people are basically lining up to get a taste.
And this just perfectly shows what's happening everywhere. It's not just latte. You're seeing these premium collaborations pop up all over. Like Mr. Donut is teaming up with the world-famous chocolatier Godiva, bringing these super high-end flavors to your local neighborhood donut shop, which actually leads us perfectly into our next big theme.
So, let's talk about the Konbini glow-up. Seriously, Japanese convenience stores, or konbini, are basically turning into destinations for gourmet sweets. They're offering these amazing, high-quality treats that you'd normally have to go somewhere way more exclusive to find.
What's happening is that the line between luxury and convenience is getting super blurry. I mean, not that long ago, if you wanted a special treat from a brand like Morozov, you had to make a whole trip to a department store. But now, you can find collaborations with world-class chocolatiers at your local Family Mart or 7-Eleven. It's making this gourmet experience an everyday kind of thing.
And the things coming out of this shift are pretty incredible. So let's do a quick little tour of some of the most talked about items you can grab right now.
First up, this is huge. We have a groundbreaking collaboration between Family Mart and the legendary chocolatier Pierre Marcolini. This is actually the first time he's ever partnered with a convenience store chain, so he's bringing his famous, elegant style to a whole new audience.
And not to be left behind, 7-Eleven has teamed up with Godiva. They've created an exclusive ice cream bar that's inspired by that viral Dubai chocolate trend you've probably seen everywhere. It's the perfect mix of a high-end brand and a super hot social media thing, and you can only get it at 7-Eleven.
And the thing is, these aren't just gimmicks. Food experts and reviewers are absolutely raving about the quality. You see comments like this one all over the place, with people being genuinely shocked at just how flavorful and sophisticated these easy-to-get treats are. Okay, so we've got this national obsession with rich, premium chocolate. But as the weather gets colder, you'd think people would be craving warm, cozy comfort food, right? Well, the reality is a little more surprising.
That's right, ice cream. There's this huge trend of eating frozen desserts during the coldest months of the year. It's often called fuyu aisu, which just means winter ice cream. The whole idea is that it's this small, affordable bit of luxury you can enjoy while you're all warm and cozy inside. And this trend is so popular, it even has its own festivals. For example, there was an event in Tokyo's super busy Shibuya district that was literally called the Local Ice Cream Festival, despite it being winter. It brought together over 90 different kinds of ice cream from all over the country, including regional favorites like the beautifully scooped Baba Hair Ice.
Brands are also releasing new products just for this season. We're seeing some really sophisticated grown-up flavors, like Imaraya's Truffle Chocolate Ice that has a little hint of brandy, or really innovative stuff like Haagen-Dazs's plant-based affogato. And there are even cones made with rare ingredients like cacao fruit.
So beyond these big national trends, there are always some really unique local dishes making waves. Let's take a quick lightning tour of a few that are getting a lot of attention right now.
First, over in Niigata, there's a beloved local comfort food called Italian. And no, it has nothing to do with pasta. It's actually stir-fried yakisoba noodles, but then they top it with a Western-style meat sauce. It's this super fascinating, delicious fusion that's been a local secret for decades, but is now starting to get famous all over the country. Meanwhile, in the seaside resort town of Atami, a new must-try sweet has popped up, the Atami Pudding Kape. It's a really soft bread roll called kopepan, and it's filled with the town's famous super smooth, creamy pudding. It's simple, a little nostalgic, and just absolutely delicious.
But all of this incredible innovation is happening with a pretty challenging economic situation in the background. As you can see from this chart, which shows the price of a staple dish, Ringer Hut's Nagasaki Champan, the cost of eating out has gone up quite a bit over the last few years. It's a really clear sign of rising food costs and inflation.
And this isn't just an inconvenience for customers. It has really serious consequences. Small, independent shops that specialize in what's known as konaman, so flour-based foods like okonomiyaki and takoyaki, they're getting hit especially hard. A record number of these beloved local spots are actually facing bankruptcy because the cost of their ingredients has just soared. It's a pretty sobering reminder of the challenges that Japan's food industry is dealing with today.
So, from a choco pie with 400% more cream to winter ice cream festivals, we've seen a real snapshot of a food scene that's both incredibly creative and also facing some tough economic pressures. So, I guess that leaves us with just one final question for you. Which of these trends would you be most excited to try?